Chicken in a coconut curry.
The ingredients, firstly, these are the whole spices that I will roast a little bit and then grind them along with these powders and the grated coconut. And then there's the chicken, tomatoes, onions, kadhi patta, chili, garlic, ginger paste, and kothmir for garnish right at the end. And missing here is my drink. I shall find it and start roasting things. Okay, crisis averted. Drink found. Let's get started. I'll put some oil in here and I'm going to heat it very mildly on a low flame. Um, and I'm going to pop these masalas in, roast them lightly. As soon as they release their fragrance, I'm going to let them cool down and grind it together. Okay, that gives me enough time to. And the boys in the back are shouting away, so I'm guessing Bumrah has struck. I love watching him bowl, but here goes. Okay, so very little oil in this. We'll add more oil later. This is going to be very mild cooking. On a mild flame, very little oil. Just let them release their aroma a little bit and get nice and fragrant. And when that happens, I'll add in the copra or the grated coconut and the powders. We'll let them cook a bit. Yeah, looks like time to add coconut. Quite a bit of it. I'm guessing it's about a little over a cup, maybe a cup and a half. And I'm going to increase the heat a little bit because we now got to get the coconut brown. Okay, I'm going to cook this till the coconut is lightly brown, maybe slightly darker than light brown. So coconut is getting nicely browned. I've just turned off the gas, let it brown a little bit more with this heat, and then take it off and let it cool down. Grind all this together and get started on the rest of the stuff. And no, I have not forgotten the powdered spices. I'm actually going to put them with the vagar, the tadka, whatever, later on. Yeah. So the coconut and those spices that we lightly roasted, they're cooled off. I've put them in the grinder and we'll grind them with a little bit of water and then we'll start cooking the rest. So our paste is ground and ready and I'll start cooking the rest of it now. Okay, our oil is hot now, hot enough, and I'm going to put the sliced onions. You can even chop them up fine. I just find that sliced onions give a better substance to the curry. So yeah, even chopped up fine is fine. Chopped up fine is alright. Yeah. So in go the onions. Again, let the onions slightly brown and then one by one we'll put in all the rest of the stuff. Okay, the onions have started browning a little, so I'm going to reduce the flame a bit and add the garlic paste, the ginger paste and the chillies. I've reduced the flame a little bit because garlic doesn't take high heat very well because it sort of starts burning very quickly. And you don't want that to happen. So maybe a couple of minutes I'm going to let this cook, let the raw smell go away. I don't know how I cooked when I got COVID and had no sense of smell, Nobody complains, so I'm guessing it worked out. Okay, now time to add the curry patta, the curry leaves. Get them fried. Okay, you're going to pop the tomatoes in here now. I've used that chopper so that the tomatoes are nice and squishy already. Cooks them a bit faster. And add some salt right now to get that even softer, quicker. And while it's cooking, I'm just going to add a little bit of color and be right back. So I'm back. The tomatoes are looking cooked. The oil is sort of beginning to bubble around out there on the sides and the surfaces. So add the powdered masalas and a bit of water so they don't burn. And one day I think I'm going to end up putting the booze instead of the water. But I hope not. On the other hand, that might give us some drunken food. So let the masalas cook for about a couple of minutes. And mix everything, let the oil start bubbling up again. Yeah. So the oil is coming to the surface, and I'm going to now add in the paste that we made. Okay, the paste is in, it's all nicely mixed, and I'm going to now just wait for the oil to start bubbling to the surface again. When that happens, then we'll add the chicken and some more salt, some water, and pretty much on our way to be ready. Okay, the masalas and paste and tomatoes and onions and all that all nicely cooked, and I'm going to now add the chicken. The chicken may look a little less for this quantity of masala, but I think everyone in the family likes a lot of gravy. So I'm going to make more gravy than chicken itself. Now I'm going to increase the heat a bit because I want to roast the chicken nicely, and I'm also going to add some more salt so that it gets into the chicken now. And because we add it right at the end, it's alright for the curry, but doesn't necessarily get into the chicken. Okay, now I'm just be heating some water because I'd like to put hot water inside the chicken. So I put in about 2.5 glasses of water, big glass. It's a big glass. 2.5 glasses or so of water, and I'm going to bring it to a boil and let it slow cook for some time. Chicken doesn't need too much cooking, especially not the broilers, Godrej and Zoragen, etc. They don't need too much cooking. Totally 15 minutes or so. So I've spent maybe 5 minutes on the frying at the beginning without the water. Now that it's come to a boil, I'm going to put it aside. Now that it's come to a boil, I'm going to reduce the heat, let it cook and simmer. And meanwhile, I'll finish this drink, add another one, and hopefully be back at about the same point. It should take about that long. Then we'll see about the consistency. Now put it on a low flame, cover it. See you in 10. Okay, everything seems good. I'll just put in the kothmir, dhania, cilantro, Just mix it a bit and let it rest for a few minutes. Always let it rest. No, even I want rest, you want rest, even food wants rest. 5 minutes rest. Okay, cover it, rest it for 5 minutes, and then maybe add a little bit more of coriander at the end on the top just before eating. Pretty much done.
Don't forget to subscribe.